Ron? Where are you? Where is Ron right now? You done messed up, Ron!
Ron here, and I am ready to get the new year kicked off right. We may not officially be in 2023 yet, but as far as I'm concerned, I'm getting the new year started now. And my resolution for 2023 is to make this the year that Scientology really regrets the fact that I have a YouTube channel. If they were not big fans of mine in 2022, wait until they get a load of me in 2023. Guys, what I have for you today is, this is content, I gotta be honest, I would normally hesitate to put up this content because it borders on the political. Not because of the content itself, but because of who's delivering it. And I am referring to YouTube's #1 political troll, Primetime 99, Alex Stein. And actually, it's not even fair probably to call him YouTube's political troll. What this guy does is he shows up to city council meetings all over the country and puts on performances that are really hard to describe, honestly. They are master classes in trolling, and it's not always political, but as time has gone on, he has gotten more political. Guys, I'm talking about Alex Stein not because of politics, but because of Scientology. When Alex Stein shows up to city council meetings pretending to be a Scientologist, I'm sorry guys, it's just some of the best Scientology content out there. I'm pretty sure the two clips I'm about to show you are not actually overtly political. I'm borrowing these directly from Alex Stein's own YouTube channel, and one of these I've already seen, one of these I've only watched the very beginning of, and I just couldn't stop laughing. Let's watch the one I haven't finished first. I'm gonna go back to the beginning. This one is called Riverside Sheriff's Department Arrested Me for Being a Scientologist and for Loving Vin Diesel. Let's watch.
Alex, if you're on, you got 3 minutes.
Thank you so much for having me. I guess you guys can't see my face, but I'm a local Scientologist here, and I have a complaint about the Riverside County Sheriff's Department. I was recently arrested for DWI, and I don't even drink. As a matter of fact, it was a total misunderstanding why the cop pulled me over. I had thought that I had seen Vin Diesel. I'm a huge Fast and the Furious fan. I don't know if you guys have seen the movie franchise, but for me, I love movies. That's one of the reasons I became a Scientologist. I love Tom Cruise. And if you guys haven't seen Top Gun, you guys, I really suggest everybody needs to go see that movie. It's absolutely incredible. But the problem with the Riverside County Sheriff's Department is they pulled me over because they thought that I was stalking someone because I was following a guy and it was in a red Lamborghini. It come to find out it was not Vin Diesel, but I had been following him for a few hours. I'd followed him at a restaurant. The guy was bald. I mean, he looked just like him. He could have been a Vin Diesel impersonator if you ask me. So they pulled me over because they said that the person had called in and said that I had been being suspicious or something like that, which, I mean, I'll be honest, I was a little suspicious. And I wasn't drinking, but I was so nervous when the cop pulled me over that I started to slur my words. I had recently been vaccinated, so I was a little lightheaded. I'd actually given blood that same day. But the police officer, you know, the sheriff's department, they would not whatsoever believe me. You know, they just constantly thought I was drunk. They thought that I was on some sort of barbiturates. But people that follow Scientology know that, you know, L. Ron Hubbard was strictly against any sort of pharmaceutical, any sort of alcohol, any sort of drugs whatsoever. And that I have thetans that I am trying to get out of my body through, you know, intense therapy and psychotherapy and psychoanalysis. So I just would like it if Mayor Vargas, if you could do something to help me, because this is the problem. As a Scientologist, I constantly get demonized. My kids are bullied in school. My wife's boyfriend makes fun of me all the time. You know, he was our pool boy, and then, you know, once I had some performance issues, he ended up kind of seeing my wife, and we're kind of in this throuple situation. And she's a suppressive person. She left the church because he convinced her. So I'm losing my family. Now I have to, you know, go into hardcore counseling and explain to them why I was charged with driving under the influence. And the police officer says they said they gave me a deal. Instead of charging me felony stalking, they're giving me a deal by charging me with DWI. But I don't drink alcohol. I mean, I'll be honest, in college, I used to take a little sniff or a little puff of you know what, but now I'm absolutely sober. All I care about is the teachings of Xenu, the intergalactic, you know, board that we follow. That's all I care about. So I don't really like the justification that they used in order to put me in jail. And listen, I live in a great house. I'm a taxpayer. Like, my life was okay, other than my wife's boyfriend teasing me, and then, you know, the cruelty that my children face in school. Life was going good, but now I don't know. I could lose it all. I could lose my job. I work at a printing company.
Okay, Mr. Alexander,
Yes?
Your time's up. If you want to set a meeting up with the mayor's office, please call City Hall and ask, and I'll be more than happy to sit down with you.
Actually, I'm glad that wasn't political. That was pure Scientology. I mean, he made a vaccine joke, but whatever. That's pretty harmless. Okay, there is another one. This next one. Okay, so the one we just watched, that was Riverside. And that is where Scientology's international management base is located. So these city council members, they know all about Scientology. In fact, I'd be surprised if the majority of these council members weren't somehow in Scientology's pocket. But you could see how not even they could stifle their laughter at that. That was amazing. Okay, the next city council meeting is Las Vegas. Let's take a look at that one.
Hello, Mayor. My name's Alex Stein, and you know, after hearing that testimony, it just shows me that, you know, Las Vegas is really not heading in a good direction, because after my experience a couple of nights ago, I had a very terrible experience where I think that these casinos take advantage of people by giving people free drinks.
Wait, excuse me. You said your name was Alex Stein?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
What I'm saying is these casinos give people free drinks, and then they become vulnerable and then end up gambling more money than they have.
Yeah.
And I was a victim of that. And I lost a lot of money. And I'm facing a lot of issues right now. My wife's boyfriend recently got her pregnant. And I'm here for a church event speaking for, I'm a member of the Church of Scientology. And I don't normally drink. But I'm very vulnerable. I'm in a position now where I don't know what I'm going to do, because financially I'm going to have to take care of this baby potentially, because he's out on parole right now, and he has an upcoming case where he could be facing a long time in jail. So potentially I'm going to have to financially support this baby, and I come to Las Vegas for a work event, and I get fed alcohol, and I get entirely way too intoxicated. I go to the ATM, I use my credit card. They make it very accessible to be able to gamble with my credit card. You know this, Mayor Goodman. They make it absolutely incredibly accessible, Councilman, to be able to take all I have. And now I got to go back to Clearwater, Florida, and I have nothing. So after this, after I start drinking, I'm very distraught. And the one good thing about this city, I will say, the one good thing is, of all the cities I've been to, it's the first city. Last night at 4 a.m., I saw multiple people on Fremont Street taking the vaccine. That's the only place I've seen a 24/7 vaccine operation in the United States of America, and that's here in Las Vegas. I saw lots of people on Fremont Street doing the vaccine, and I want to commend you the one thing. But the vulnerability of the tourists that come here, like myself, you're preying on people like me. And then I end up meeting a nice Filipino girl. I take her back to my hotel room. Come to find out, I cost money for her service to come to my room. Mayor Goodman.
Sir, this is not the first council meeting you have come into. You actually go through council meetings across the United States and do this performance. So please leave our chambers at the moment. Thank you. You need to remove him. Marshals, remove him right now.
This is ridiculous.
Goodbye. 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 Goodbye.
Oh my God. All right. I'm going to edit that up a little bit and cut it short so that YouTube doesn't suppress that video. I gotta give props to the trolling game of Primetime 99 Alex Stein. He really does do this at city council meetings all over the country. Sometimes he sings, sometimes he dances. I did not find out until recently that he had done some Scientology bits, and I've got to find out what inspired him to do that. But anyhow, he is a political troll, and I would never share that content on this channel. But anytime he mentions Scientology, you can be sure I'm going to bring it to you guys. All right, everybody, that's all I got on this one. Thank you for watching and listening. Thank you to everyone who watches until the very end, and I'll talk to you soon.
Okay, if you want to see my rock and roll songs, click right on this guitar. And if you want to see a different one of my videos, then you could click right inside here. If you have subscribed or not, subscribe right